Dunya is your children. Dunya is your husband. Dunya is your wife. Dunya is your status. Dunya is your job. All this is dunya. You know, life, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says about life, Man zuhziya anin nar wa udkhil al-jannah faqad faz. Whoever is removed from the fire and is entered into Jannah, so you're taken away from the fire, faqad faz. He is successful. So Allah defines what success is. Allah defines what success is. That if you are removed from the fire and you are entered into Jannah, you are the opposite of a loser. You are successful. And then straight after that, Allah says, وَمَا الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا إِلَّا مَتَاعُ الْغُرُورِ. Allahu Akbar. Allah says, but the life of this dunya is mata'ul ghurur, is a source of deception, is goods of deception. Why does Allah, interesting isn't it? Why does Allah straight after speaking about success, speak about the dunya? Because Allah knows that the vast majority of people are deceived due to the dunya. Are deceived. Their life in this dunya deceives them. And understand, dunya is not just wealth. You know, when we say dunya, people think, oh, dunya is just wealth. Dunya is not just wealth. Dunya is your children. Dunya is your husband. Dunya is your wife. Dunya is your status. Dunya is your job. All this is dunya. Sometimes the person has no wealth, but he's still deluded. Because you know what? Why? Because his forefathers were Raje, Chaudhries. So he doesn't have a penny to his name, but he's found something out there, somewhere a long time ago, which makes him maghrur. Dunya, status. Allah gives people status, and that makes them deluded. And this is very interesting. Why? See, things in life make you deluded. It's natural. Things in life make you haughty, deceived. That's natural. But then, as a believer, we should allow those things to delude us, because we know ultimately they are from Allah. So if Allah gives us a ni'mah, gives us wealth, we should know that ni'mah is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And this is the irony of it. Look at this irony. The irony of it is this. Generally, not all the time, but generally, the more Allah gives a person, the more they remove from Allah. The most advanced societies in the world, who Allah, you could say, materialistically has given them the most, are the most societies who do not believe in Allah. Western societies. So instead of, like a believer should be, you should be in more shukr of Allah. You become more removed. That's ajib. Because in life we know, if somebody does something good to you, what do? You thank him. You thank him and you thank him. The more he does for you, the more you thank him. Because that's a sign of a good person. But when it comes to Allah, the more Allah gives a person, the more he's removed. And this wealth, what Allah gives a person, remember, is a test. It's nothing more than a test. Why? I tell you why. Because, see, your life is no more than 100 years. And this is why if you go to the Qabristan, go to Handsworth Wood Qabristan and drive in and look at the tombstones. Look at the dates on the tombstones. 1830, 1845, 1910, 1950. These people have spent more time under the ground than they have above the ground. And this is why Allah says, from the earth we created you. Mitti. We created you from turab. That's what we created you from. And to the earth we will return you.